Next time on Dragon Ball Z, Gohan has something to say. Hey, fight you? No. I want to tell you, WCGF, where the real warriors play.
World Card Game Federation here with a while ago, a match from a minute ago. This actually would have been before our Amarillo tournament where we were just messing around. Andrew's going to go ahead and pull out one of his very strongest decks. If you guys wouldn't know it off the top, that's going to be Namekian Imposing Gohan. Lots and lots of epic synergy. It compensates for darn near every limitation you could think of between Gohan's power set and the mastery. And I'm going to be bringing out that old lovable chestnut of blue Resolute Goku. I'm going to be rolling a 4 on this one. Nothing crazy. Oh, man. Looks like I'm going to go first, which is a little bit of a shock. Generally speaking, I don't get that. I'm taking the privilege. I'm going to draw up some cards. It looks like fun stuff, but not enough to go in on because you're looking at things like blue decap that have to have another target in the discard pile for it. And I didn't exactly draw one to synergize with it, so it's like, no. So it's one of my very favorite decks. I love everything about it. I love the ferocity. I love the consistency, at least for rather of the type of damage it puts out. One of my very favorite decks. I am wisely going to go ahead and pass. I'm going to rejuve. I'm going to leave a specific card in the bottom of my discard pile, a blue Clash, because eventually I'll be level 2 and eventually I'll be drawing it. So I try to stow that away for later. And then we're waiting for Andrew. Andrew, there's really no reason to go in on one card, but Gohan, like I said, insulates you from, mistakes and things just enough to where you could easily go in on a small hand early on. It looks like he's going to pass, rejuvenate a physical block. He's going to leave a left kick down there. It's going to go back over to me. I'm going to draw some fun stuff. And I think I realize it's nice, but it's not that nice. Okay. Gonna declare combat. Looks like I have an interesting hand, to say the least. Not sure what I'm going to open up with, because this has been a little minute ago. We did this towards the middle of January, I want to say. Nice. I hit him with blue slash, which blows my mind that he's actually going to take that hit. Oh, I just had to remind him that it's 3 life on the hit there, and then he's going to go ahead and mill 6 because he has no anger. It's pretty wild to get a couple of those guys off this early. I wonder if I kept my blue decap. I can't see my hand, but I bet I did. And then let's see what Andrew's got. Andrew looks like he's going to go ahead and... No, you lame-o. It looks like he has a... I expect you to do that. I do not know what that Dragon Ball did. I think he said let him use a crit, put it in a play. Sorry to say I don't remember them by heart. I respond with a KO can and mill the top 3. Going to go ahead and jump up a level. I'm now level 2. I guess I need to get to that bottom of the discard pile sooner than later. It's back over to Andrew. Andrew's got a move or two. He's got a pretty significant discard pile to work with. It looks like he's going to use the mastery to shuffle some of that in. Nice. Very nice.
This is going to be another one of those games who's going to score over 50 that we know. Right now, there's no sign of trying to kick a field goal. Yeah.
I'll go and draw I'm going to go ahead and, just like I thought, use the power, draw the Clash, set up for later. Sometimes you got to be like that. You got to set up stuff for later.
I can't believe Nichols at this fucking game.
Okay, let's see what's going on over there. So Andrew's going to have multiple moves. He has not even so much as used his level 1 power. He's going to go ahead and throw out a back smash, which is pretty sweet. Looks like I'm going to probably either take it or maybe I'm going to stop it. No, looks like I'm taking the hit. Very interesting. Okay, it looks like I'm finally going to do a little bit more offensive response. And I doubt that old Andrew's running around here with no blocks as combat. And he's running around with no blocks as combat. He just took the 4, 5, 6 life direct. Oh, yeah, it was ball 7. My apologies. He did use ball 7 to draw with the once per game effect. That's me forgetting. what these cards look like. Sometimes the artwork will register with you in an instant, but the Super Dragon Balls, I place a little with them. I don't actually know them off the top. I legit have to read them. And let's see what Andrew's response is going to be. Ooh, very nice. A chin grab, solid hit. Remember that he can target it with the mastery if it's an attack and throw it into his hand instead of actually just rejuve it. He's going to rejuve the one. He chooses not to do that. And it looks like I'm going to take the hit with no more than 5 power stages to be able to absorb it. So that's not good. Oh, I took the hit. I wicked off the remainder with a little bit of this. He gets the second part of it, rejuves. It looks like an unleashed. Fantastic move. And let's see what I got to respond with. Real interested myself. Am I really just going to dip? Oh, I think I'm starting to see what went wrong here. Because I had an on the move in my hand, and I've been saving it to try to... okay. Okay, he used his level 1 Gohan power. He targeted Power Punch, but remember it becomes style to now interface with the Mastery, so upon being rejuved. Looks like I ditched Blue Guard over here to banish it to draw 2. I got a prevention of 4 and 4 going on out there, floating, so I might get a little bit extra time to be able to do what I need to do. So this is going to be terribly interesting to see. I was there, and I can't remember certain details about this particular brawl. Let's see what we got going on here. Ooh, a Namekian right kick, which I really shouldn't be taking. So I only took 4 off of it. I'm not sure what's going on here. I really should just take some stage damage there. I'm not sure what just happened there, folks. It looks like I got a couple of different options. Battle pausing's in there. I think I'm going to banish a wall breaker with it. I want to say if I can see it, this oblique angle. Oh, I do apparently banish the sphere. I grabbed 2 cards. Wow, knee block and a clash went to my hand. I gave 5 stages to Andrew, who does not need them. And that was my move, and it goes back to Andrew. Andrew's going to throw a power punch. There we go. Stopped it with on the move. Sadly, on the move goes back to his hand. Oh, Andrew. No, you goober. And I hit him back with a Sin Choke, but I think that, darn it, the Gohan's power punch should have been in his hand. I should be catching that. That is how that card works. And I crit him on the hit with response from Sin Choke, so that part... oh, jeez. Aerial knee. Ugh. Nice. So I'm going to take a pretty big size hit from that particular aerial knee. It's the one that turns out very well for Gohan, but it was made for basically him and Cell alone. Ow. And remember the rule, I'm made of paper. And apparently I don't want to take that last hit. So it's not terrible, that misplay we just did where I didn't properly bounce that back to Andrew's hand. I do blast him with a blinding, so he's going to have to discard down. So there could have been time for him to use that power punch as an action, but it didn't exactly swing the whole thing, and it was still feasible he could have discarded it at the end of combat. So that's a state you could technically fix. It isn't necessarily one that we misplayed so bad.
I only have about till the middle of the game, and I've either killed you or I've died.
Oh, we're just reminded that this is not a long-lived deck. The Goku deck tends to go so hard that it tends to burn itself out. He's going to pass Rejuvenated Power Punch, leaves the Gut Punch out there. It's going to go back over to me. And I don't remember what my last card is. Oh, Random Blue Clash, because I didn't have any darn stages. Looks like I drew a Blue Guard, and you got to remember, Blue Guard is like Marty McFly being called Chicken in Back to the Future. Just as soon as I see it, I'm just, Oh, I think that's blue guard. Darn it. Me and my tendency to hold my hands bad. Come on. Yep, blue guard. Yeah, like I said, there isn't exactly fantastic stuff at the bottom of the discard pile at this point, but I do have a lot of cards. I can wreak some havoc. I have almost no stages to work with, though, so that part's less than great. It looks like I have 2 head smashes in my hand. The question that I'm going through here isn't at all as difficult as I would pretend it to be. Excuse me. A smart player would just go ahead and end combat, rejuvenate head, smash, and hold on to blue guard. That's it. That's all that one should do in this situation. But here I am overthinking a rather ordinary scenario. Hey, look at that! Hey, I did. Ah! In my mind, I was working out this turn, and then I did do the smart move. It's really hard not to be hyper aggressive, just in general, and also in Dragon Ball. Okay, Andrew drew into his hand. He's going to go ahead and looks like do a target a rejuve. I'm not entirely sure. No, yeah, he might be activating his level 1, or he might just be using. No, if he used the mastery, it's just shuffle the top and bottom. Let's see. Okay, he's going to get a right kick into his hand using his level 1 Gohan power with the target to rejuve. He's going to go and raise his anger 1. I'm going to stop it with on the move. He's going to get nothing. I'm going to gain 2 power stages. I'm going to draw a card. I'm going to respond with, it looks like Assistant Kamehameha. Going to pay the 2 stages, hit him with the 6. Oh, look at that. It does bounce back to my hand. So I paid the stages. I'm just out the stages. That's kind of wild. And he's going to draw this one, draw a card. So it slows me down, but if he stage locks me here in a sec, I could be in real trouble. Oh, he also chose to have me lose stages, so now I'm 1 above 0, which is real bad. Looks like I'm carrying the blue slash down there, so that's not so bad.
20,000.
Yeah, I'm at the bottom of C at this point. Ooh, the dev blow is a really mean move to me because I do interact with my discard pile quite a bit with this particular build. So depending on what he wants to do, a lot of painful choices in there. But if it was me, I would get rid of the blue guard, the slash, and the... Well, okay. All right. Andrew just read my mind.
What does that pick on the bottom? An energy wave. What the heck?
That would be the wise move. And then a very tiny death blow, which would really KO me. I don't know how much I need. Oh, looks like I'm taking it. Ow.
I'm gonna go ahead and mastery.
Okay, looks like I'm doing the right thing. Gonna ditch the blue guard, grab that, and I got a -4/-4 in play. So not so terrible. I should be able to soak up some damage and live long enough to keep throwing stuff. I don't see what I drew, though. Shoulder slam, very nice, very nice. I still have no anger. He's going to raise his anger. I'm going to stop it with on the move because apparently I'm like a dummy. I'm going to gain 2 power stages, draw a card, bounce it back to his hand, so that's just paying it forward. Oh, and I got my Assistant Kamehameha off. Dizang. Very nice. It's going to hit him for 6 unpreventable, unstoppable damage. He's going to take all 6. I'm going to go ahead and crit him down. It's pretty neat, pretty neat. Goes back to Andrew. He has lots of offensive choices in his hand. Let's see if I... no, I was going to say, let's see if I remember the 4 and 4s out there. No, I didn't. I used the... yeah, on the move instead. Let's see, there it is. He's going to throw the shoulder slam again. Andrew, raise your anger quicker. Wow, nice. Start with the orange shifting maneuver. That bad boy banishes since I ain't got the anger threshold. I am apparently going to... oh my gosh. And I hit him with another Sin Choke for 7 life unpreventable. Wow. I'm actually critting him enough to where I have anti-anger through crits alone. Andrew's probably got a move or 2 ready to go. Ooh, very nice. He's going to throw a wall breaker on me.
I'll stop it, lower your anger too. Wait a minute, how much did I
Wow.
about that? Before I commit, I should ask about that. Shoot, I'll take 5. I made a paper, but I'll
Oh,
take 5.
thank God we're playing a friendly game because I was going to go ahead and play a block, and then it's like, whoa, wait a minute, maybe just take the hit. I do take the hit. It's not insubstantial.
What is it, Goku power? Snag.
And now I use my Goku power. Now I snag this card, which is kind of lame. But here we are. Boy, let's see what's going on here. Oh, it looks like we passed.
Maybe not. No, maybe I did.
I'll drop this and crit your anger. And my Goku power. It didn't do me any good anyways. I have a feeling you're going to hit me a couple more times.
So, being a friendly game, normally what I just did is actually a giant faux pas. You can't really do that. Okay, so we're still going. He throws that one energy block that could become a physical. I do stop it, and he finally hits me with the doggone right kick. He held it the whole game, just to wail on me like so. Poor Andrew's deck looking a little thin. So I guess I could afford to take a hit like that. And he whiffs. He's taking too much damage, and not enough of those Gohan's power punches were left. That was not the pick when it came to which one to rejuve. And the thing is, you can probably figure that out looking at what's in your discard and banish zone. But in the moment, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do. Oh, and I do finally take the big old PowerPoint, the big honking PowerPoint to Madomski. Ooh, it took a lot of endurance to not just lay down and die, which is quite the metaphor for life. Okay, he's going to go ahead and rejuvenate a card, or he's shuffling it. Oh, he's shuffling it because the mastery. He didn't get to use it. Wow, that was a brutal little fight. Our deck's looking real thin. Me, because of damage I took, plus the excessive drawing and stuff. So, not the best combat I've ever had. And it looks like I'm going to be like a doof and chase him. Yeah, it looks like a blue leverage at the bottom, which is probably what's going to happen, is we're going to declare combat, most likely.
I guess I could. I'll declare combat. I have no entries.
Okay, Andrew's drawing his 3. I snag a leverage with my level 1, or level 2 rather. And then we're going to see what Andrew's got. Hopefully he's got a move or two. And I do drop its over 9,000 to drop and do a crit for my level 2 power.
So the Packers have scored touchdowns on their last 5 possessions. Let's look at this kick.
Yeah, watch it. They got the bounce initially.
Now, Andrew here has different options, and sometimes that is going to be a little bit of a killer, is having too many options. For guys like me, that's not always so easy. You give me, say, the best choice between 2, 3 things, usually I can figure it out in a second. It's when you have too many options, too many tactical avenues. So Andrew's doing the smart thing. He's doing that public knowledge stuff. He's going to go ahead and use the mastery, shuffle in a hybrid defense. And that's somewhat of a stall tactic. Okay. And it looks like I'm going to go ahead and stop this one. Stop the physical. Going to KO Ken up. Oh, there's the cards I needed. Wall breaker, where were you?
I did no such thing. Because I'm trying to aim the wall breaker out.
Oh, talk about friendly matches. Woo! There's me over here goofing it up real hard. I used a Kaioken when I had a wall breaker on me because I'm not paying attention. This was not a combat to go in on because of that, because I thought I was going to level my way out of this. And I have not struck him back with anything significant enough. All right, so leverage goes off, and I leave it to Andrew which one I'm going to go ahead and get.
Jordan Love, the first quarterback in NFL history with a perfect passer rating in his playoff debut. Not sure what else you don't have to add anything.
There's nothing to add. And I think something that's interesting is, he said, it's shocking.
Huh.
This result,
That's a toughie. It would largely depend on what you kind of anticipate me to do. The head knock is not pleasant, but it has endurance as a part of it. So I'm not likely to crit off wall breaker in the process. He's going to throw a wall breaker on me, which is fine. That is probably the strongest choice of all. And I do shoot a blinding at him. Sadly, I lose some really boss cards. I do manage to shoot him in the face with said blinding energy move, ending combat. So I kept from dying, and I dropped the KO can that I foolishly had that I was like, I got tunnel vision real bad. Goes back over to Andrew. We're both in really bad shape. We're down to very minimal cards. We're both stuck on our current levels. Andrew never got off level 1, and I probably never got past level 2. Okay. Andrew's drawing me in. Ooh, confrontation. Dang. Oh, I ended up with a block. With one block. So I'm kind of fudged. I don't recall if the leverage is on the bottom or if it's something else on the bottom of the discard pile. Oh, come on, Andrew. You're messing around. You already know what you got to do.
Yeah, they made it tough on Dallas. There's no question. The final box score numbers are not going to be really legit, but a couple of interceptions against Dak Prescott, one return for a touchdown.
So there is multiple things. If you know you don't have like an energy block, yeah, I could see getting rid of one of the no prevention energies. But if you're trying to push damage through, you got to get rid of my block. Wow, he Blue Clash went shuffled back in. I'll be danged. And he left me with my block. I bet you anything I'm going to go for my level 2 power as my next action. Ugh. And I'm just asking him, what do you carry? You carry one energy block or two? And I choose not to pitch for the level 2. I did draw something. I can't quite make it out. I think I said confrontation, but I'm not sure if that's what I drew.
You need 1 or 2 cards. Confrontation or
Oh, okay. I was trying to suss out what's in Andrew's hand. I was like, you either carry confrontation or something else. Doesn't make any sense, because why wouldn't you be pressing the advantage? Especially with me this close to death. Ooh, very nice. He's going to rejuvenate 2 on the suppressive strike. It looks like I'm going to just throw the leverage, which I hesitated strangely there. Oh, man. Very nice. So it looks like he's gonna put the over 9,000 in my hand, and it's not useful just now. What I'm gonna do here is ditch a card for the mastery to draw into that knee clash to keep from dying, or at least that's what I would assume I did.
would be to confrontation your hand, clear the way, hit you, and just hope to high heaven you don't have any buffs big enough to KO me. Another strategy could be to throw out the mastery and draw a card and then prevent some damage so it could have an action.
I'm actually debating in real time what I just concluded a moment ago. I bet everything on it. Oh, I can't believe it. I was like, hey, man, I either die the next hit or you die the next hit, and then I got it. Oh, man. That might be one of my very favorite fights ever. Goofs aside.